Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name's Bob, I'll be your host. And everybody talks about what they're going to do when the zombie apocalypse happens, where they're going to go, how they're going to survive. But you never really hear anybody talk about what they're going to do after they survive. A year down the road, 10 years down the road, what are they going to do to survive while zombies are still roaming the earth? Well, in this video, we're going to take a look at a book that addresses that question. We're going to look at a book called One of the Living. This book has 160 pages and a copyright of 2004. It was published by Eden Studios, and all of the artwork in this book is in black and white, and it's pretty decent. Some of it's kind of gruesome, but it's zombies, so what do you expect? So let's go ahead and look at that artwork. This is the first picture we see when we open the book, which is just a black and white take of the cover of the book. All of the artwork in this book is in black and white. And the artwork itself is pretty decent, a lot of dark shading in it. Overall, the artwork does set a proper tone and mood for the material in this book. To use this book, what you're going to need is, of course, a copy of this book and a copy of the core rule book for All Flesh Must Be Eaten. You also need as many 10-sided dice as you can get your hands on, or whatever optional rules you choose that are given in this book, because it gives you some optional rules for the game. But what this book is a player's guide for setting campaigns after the zombie apocalypse. Zombies are still around, and you're trying to survive a year, 2 years, 10 years after the fall of everything. So this book has some optional character creation rules for you. It has brand new skills, brand new qualities and drawbacks. It has some optional rules for using metaphysics in your game. It also has some new miracles for your inspired characters. It has some optional combat rules. It also has rules dedicated to jerry-rigging in the post-apocalypse. It also has some new equipment for you, weapons, vehicles, and so forth. It has artifacts that you can find and use and make things interesting in your game. It has a section here on building a campaign setting and how to build your campaign. It has new traits for zombies that you can apply to them, weak spots and so forth. It also has a campaign setting detailed out for you called Sunset Falls. And it talks about all the different factions in that setting and the power struggles and how things are going and who's doing what. It also has some brand new worlds in hell, which in this book they call them dead worlds instead of that. And that's always interesting. Those are always fun to look at. It also has 2 appendix in it. The first one gives you notes on how to survive the zombie apocalypse and what you're going to need. So that's kind of neat. Tactics, that kind of thing. It also has in the appendix B, it has a governmental flyer put out for you to look through and contact the appropriate people. And that's pretty much all that's in the book. It's a bunch of options and ideas for setting your campaign after the fall and the zombies are still around. Which brings me to 3 questions. Would I play a character using the information in this book? And I'm going to have to say, yeah, I like zombies, I like horror, and this book gives you some really good options. Would I run a game using the stuff in this book? And yes, I would. There's a lot of neat stuff. If I had some players wanting to play All Flesh Must Be Eaten, I'd probably bring stuff up in this game eventually. Would I recommend this book? If you're going to run All Flesh Must Be Eaten in a long-term game, or even a game set years after the apocalypse, then yes, I would recommend it. It would be very useful for your game. So thank you for joining me at a look at this book, and hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.